You'll know that making your product or service available and presenting it in the right way is your job. The decision as to whether or not to purchase is your prospect's job. Please remember this key statement. The amount of posture you have and the amount of posture you display is directly proportional to the number of quality names on your list, your inventory. There is practically nothing worse for your business than constantly worrying about how to find that next person to whom you can present your product or service. Yet that is usually exactly what happens when you have no system for acquiring new prospects. A business without a steady flow, or even better, a flood, of referrals always keeps you on the defensive, knowing that it's up to you to come up with new people to talk to. On the other hand, a business based on endless referrals fills you with peace of mind. Having a system for acquiring endless referrals means going to sleep at night knowing you'll have new business waiting for you the next day, and the next, and the next, for as long as you desire. So, if we're talking about endless referrals, are we talking about endless prospecting? No. Prospecting is certainly one element in generating endless referrals, and always will be. But these days, the rules of the game are changing. Standard prospecting techniques no longer work the way they once did. The average consumer today is more knowledgeable, is less trusting, and wants to have a know-you, like-you, trust-you relationship with her salesperson. Nowadays, in order to build that business based on endless referrals, we do it another way. We network. Unfortunately, the term network is often misunderstood. Does it mean handing out business cards, or aggressively shaking hands with everyone who comes within 3 feet? Do we tell people we are networking? Where can we do it? Exactly what is networking anyway? In essence, networking is the mutual give and take that results in a winning situation for everyone involved. The idea of networking has always existed in some form, as in the Old Boys Network, for instance, or the Grapevine. It came into prominence as a business strategy only during the 1980s, and has since been finely honed as an art and science. Yet most people are not aware of this development. I realized this as I listened to the great humorist Roger Muscelier tell a story about networking at a National Speakers Association convention. Of course, Roger added after bringing up the term, in the old days we just called it talking. This brought laughter from the audience, and thousands of heads nodded in agreement. At that moment, I realized that this is what most people actually believe, that networking is merely talking, jabbering incessantly to anyone who will listen why they should be doing business with you, along with indiscriminately handing out business cards. It isn't. As misunderstood as networking is, there is a real need for individuals and companies in modern business to use it effectively. Why? Because in today's tough business climate, where competition is so incredibly fierce and many markets are already saturated, people are realizing that it's vital to be able to cultivate new business without spending a lot of money doing it. Here is how I define networking. Networking is the cultivating of mutually beneficial, give-and-take, win-win relationships. One of the results of this process, and the one that directly concerns us in this book, can be the development of a large and diverse group of people who gladly and continually refer a lot of business to us, while we do the same for them. Throughout this book, you will have the opportunity to meet and learn from people who have successfully developed businesses based on referrals by using the principles and methods described. Do each use all of them? Not at all. Certain people find that some ideas are more applicable than others to their particular profession or method of operation. Endless referrals, in other words, is based not on theory or on ideas that just look good on paper. It is based on a system of time-tested, proven principles and ideas that have worked for many, many people. As you listen to this book, you may find yourself saying at times, "That particular idea wouldn't work for me," or "I could never see myself doing that," or